Hey, what's going on, Big Slow? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this lobby system works, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I see. It just goes to the next person. That works. Let's see. Yeah, good game, buddy. Yeah, I don't have the little figurines out. My socket that I had the lights and everything plugged into was like really, really hot, so I had to turn it off. It was shorting out. I had to unplug it and oh, that's okay, buddy. Nice. Yo. Hey, what's going on, Ultra Cult? We're playing on PlayStation, but unfortunately it's only a 4-person lobby. I thought it would be bigger like the Capcom Fighting Collection has 9 people. They need to either update this collection or release another Street Fighter collection where you can play all the versions online with rollback netcode and the lobby system and rank system. Nice punish. Yeah, it's unfortunately it's lacking a lot of areas. All right, Dave. Oh, I missed my 360. There we go. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I accidentally backed out and it just kicked everybody out of the lobby there. Well, I kicked Dave out of the lobby. Good headbutt. Good game, Dave. Well, I'm sure eventually, people will hop in and out and stuff, so we'll see how the night goes. Oh, what happened there? Okay, there we go. I thought I'd kick this out. Oh yeah. My favorite version of Geef besides Super Turbo. Yeah, we'll go A. Missing my 360s and my 720s. There we go. Yeah. Ooh, perfect. Oh, yeah, that was not gonna land. Oh, I'm sure you'll get the hang of it real quick. You'll love Alpha 3 Upper when that comes out, because it's got T-Hawk. And he's freaking nice in that game. Just like Geef is probably like the best version of T-Hawk. Nice. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I'm turning the butter a little too quick. I need to be more deliberate with it. This is Alpha 3 I'm talking about. Good one. I don't know about old T-Hawk in the sense of Super Turbo, but in Alpha 3, yeah, he's pretty good. I'll take that. Good game. Yeah, they be slacking when it comes to these collections, but I do think the Capcom Fighting Collection and Marvel vs. Capcom Collection is pretty good. It would be nice if they could add in the whole like lobby system and battle hub system that like I don't know, the best ones I've seen were DNF Duels, not DNF Duel. Yes, DNF Duel's alright. BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, Street Fighter 6. Guilty Gear is a little convoluted looking, but it does the job. Oh, I missed. Wasted 3 bars. Got him that time, though. Not quite enough. I don't know, the way that you gotta play this game is it's like pokes, grabs, you know, unless you're playing like Vism or something. It's kind of like Super Turbo, but just not as high of damage. So it takes a few, you know, more interactions to actually take out the enemy. Or opponent, I mean. Oh, why am I not getting it? I'm trying too hard for it. Yeah, normal throws, and kicks. Kicks too. 2 kicks and 2 punches. It can be heavy or medium. And it can be light and heavy, so... Oh yeah, that's why I forgot I got running bear grabbing this. Got it. Yeah. It is like Super Turbo. You gotta be a little bit more deliberate with your inputs. It's not as like loose as say Third Strike or Super Street Fighter 4 and the newer titles. Nice. I see when you play Xism, you can't block in the air. It's like you're playing Super Turbo. And in the air, you can tech by pushing, I think, 2 punch buttons or whatever, so you can block when you're drop. Like, 'cause if you don't do that, then you can get juggled. But if you're playing Xism, it means you're in the air for longer. So it's this kind of mind game of, do I tech? When do I tech in the air? Because playing Xism, I can't block at all. So, yeah. So I'm trying to block all that and I can't. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about, Kyle, where yeah, you can't play Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Alpha 1. You can't play Hyper... Well, yeah, you can play Hyper Fighting, but you can't play, you know, Double Impact and New Generation. Yeah, you're playing with Cody. His kick super, the quarter circle forward kick super is better than the punch super. Because the punch pretty much whiffs in the air. If you hit him in the air with it, it doesn't do the full animation. Yeah, that one's a little better than his thing, but definitely V-ism is his best ism. But that's, you have to get into the whole custom combo stuff. I'm trying to think what his other super is. I think it's 2/4 circles back punch or kick. I think he's got another super. Most of the characters in this have 3 supers when you play out A-ism. All X-ism characters have 1 super they can use. And of course, V-ism is the custom combo stuff. The thing about Cody and V-ism, he has this automatic like sway move where he'll just like automatically dodge incoming punches and kicks without you having to do anything. And he'll do it for like fireballs, I believe, too. So it's kind of ridiculous. For sure, man. Cody's definitely considered to be top tier. V-ism Cody. A lot of V-ism characters are considered to be top tier once you start getting into the crazy custom combo shenanigans you can do. But like certain X-ism characters are pretty strong, like Chun-Li X-ism, Rolento X-ism, Ken X-ism. I think Akuma's better with Alpha, but I've seen some Akuma X-ism players that do pretty good. Zangief does well with all 3. You can do A, V, or X. Because I believe in V-ism, you can cancel the end of your custom combo with a SPD super. So you can do like a crazy ridiculous damage and then end it with the super. Oh, with the sway thing? I believe so. I don't think anybody else has that like weird auto sway, auto dodge. I mean, I don't believe there's any like parameters to set it off. It just happens. At least that's what it feels like when I'm playing them. Like, look, see, I'm gonna do Rolento X-ism. The thing about, like, his X-ism is, you know how some characters have, like, a super jump? Well, in this game, there's a couple of characters that have, like, a super jump thing, and he's one of them. Or he might be the only one. I can't think of how many other characters have it. Where is he? Here he is. But in X-ism, I don't have to push the down up really quick to do the super jump. He just automatically always does the super jump. So like he really like hop around the screen and moves around the screen really quick with all his rolling shenanigans and crap. Let's see if I can get it going. See, like, yeah, see, he just moves. He just, woo, right across the screen. If I can get it going. I don't play him a lot, but if you really know what you're doing, you can really just zip around the screen. Yeah, I have to practice with them some more. But yeah, Exism is interesting. Like, characters will get certain things or have certain things taken away from them and have different movesets. Like Sagat in Exism, his Tiger Knee input is the old Super Turbo input. And his A-ism is a DP motion. I'm trying to think of all the different stuff with the characters, but yeah, there's just like each thing is different. Yeah, there you go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can activate it on jump-ins, and during activation frames, there's invincibility. So, like, when you're coming down on your jump, you can activate it, I believe, and you have invincibility frames popping down on your jump, and you can activate it so, you know, with the invincibility frames on the ground, too. It's kind of like a Dark Force. Oh man, Gen is awesome. A isn't Gen. He's definitely the most like intricate character to play in this game. But he's got that all like the tools pretty much. He's got the most sauce for sure. Shoot, Bison's one of those characters where I really like playing Exism, because you get access to a Psycho Crusher without it having to be a super. Because if you play A-ism or V-ism, I don't think you get his Psycho Crusher move available to you. It's only like a super move. And then like the only super he has is the kick one, the scissor kicks. I can't remember if there's like Evil Ryu or like, you know, Akuma or whatever as secret playable bosses, but they're not playable characters. That's why I'm like Alpha 3 Upper and Alpha 3 Max has all the added characters. That's going to be great once the Capcom collection comes out, and we'll be able to play that with the 9-person lobby and everything. Like I said, T-Hawk's in it, and he's great, man. X-ism T-Hawk and freaking A-ism T-Hawk. I'm sure there's some crazy stuff with V-ism T-Hawk, so... And then, like, Fei Long, he's in there. Guile's back. I'm interested to see how their lobby system is going to work for Power Stone. Because isn't the second one 4-player? And the first one's 2-player, I believe. Yeah, I want to play Bison. He's making me want to play Bison, so we're going to do some X-ism. Yeah, I think for like M. Bison, he's seriously lacking having the Psycho Crusher on deck all the time. Having it be a super really kind of hampers him, because it's like the best thing about him, because I can just kind of throw that out and get chip damage, get out of the corner, if I can. Nice. Oh, I missed the super coming in on the jumping. It's kind of hard to get enough charge. Was Upper on the PS1? I remember having the original Alpha 3 on PS1. And it's also on Dreamcast. I had it on there. I mean, I loved the Dreamcast back in the day. That's what really cemented my love for fighting games. Yeah, if you get hit out of the custom combo, you lose it, and you can only move forward while you're in it. So that's why it's like, you gotta like practice your, or not want to say practice, but you gotta, yeah, you gotta like practice, lab it, or look it up and everything. Like what's your combo routes and what's whatever when you go into custom combo. I know one thing you can do is quarter circle forward, medium kick, and just like keep doing that over again. It'll loop. Yeah, good game, buddy. I know it's not your norm from playing your big body characters. The three grapplers in this is Saddam, Zangief. Well, I guess there's Armika, she's a grappler too, and then Birdie. So 4 grapplers. And then I guess you could say Claw, Vega, whatever. He's a pseudo kind of grappler. Because he can do the wall dive, you know, shenanigans in this. Birdie has a negative edge type move where the longer you hold the buttons down, and when you release him, he'll do more damage and more hits. And chip and all that on release. That headbutt, and the first like couple frames he's invincible, so he'll go through fireballs and hits with it if you space it right. And then he's got it, you know. He's got a super where he can grab you from far away, and he's got a super where he kind of jumps a little in front of him. And then he also has a 360 throw with on punch. And I think he has a 360 throw on kicks too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, he does. Okay. I can't remember what he does with that animation. Yeah, Saddam is a grappler. He's pretty good too. He's got like a it's not really a Rekka, but like kind of like a lunging forward attack move that's pretty good. He's very similar to like Birdie. He has grapple moves and he has like forward momentum moving. I'll have to show you him too. I'm trying to see what the kick one is. I keep missing it. I can't remember the animation for that one. Good game. Good game. So like with Zangief, he has the SPD. I think he has the air grab, and he has the running bear grab in this. And of course he has the green hand and the lariats. His supers is the 720. And I believe he has the air one too, where he flies up in the air and grabs them. But that one, of course, is unreliable. It's not always the best to go for it. And then Saddam with his grabs, his punch 360 grab, it's kind of like he lunges a little forward. So, and then his kick grab, he also kind of lunges forward. But I think it's like a hit grab, if I'm not mistaken, because he uses his size to poke you, and then he like rams you into the ground. He like runs and rams you into the ground. Yeah, those three are not bad. Zangief is definitely the strongest grappler of the three in this, and then Armika would be the weakest. I know there's some people who abuse her slide, but like once you know what to do against it, the rest of her game plan kind of blows up. Hey, what's going on, Carlos? Welcome back to the chat. Well, we're doing some Alpha 3 schooling today. Kind of doing a brief rundown of all the random crap I know about this game. I don't know everything. It's like every fighting game. I really don't know everything, but I definitely played it a ton. This is one of my favorites growing up, and I had it on Dreamcast, I had it on PSP, I played it on emulators all the time. I go to arcades and play it, so definitely a fave. It's like Marvel vs. Capcom too. I played it so darn much that I like know everybody's supers. I know all their assists and everything. I know what all of it does just about. Though once we start getting like Alpha 3 Upper and Max, I don't know all like the differences between the characters and stuff like that. Like I know for a good chunk of the characters, Vism is like the best groove to pick. Like once you start learning your custom combo, infinite loops and whatnot. And the great thing about Vism is like Alpha, you still have access to like your air blocking, and I think you have Alpha counters, but you still have Alpha counters in Aism, but you generally don't see them. Ooh, very nice. That's actually kind of hard to pull off in Alpha 3, so that's good stuff. Good Raging Demon. Shoot, yeah, if you didn't know about that, Big Slow, he does have his Raging Demon in this, so. I think there's another character that has it. I can't think of who it is at the moment. Is it Gen? Or something similar to that? Or maybe I'm thinking of like Upper and Max with the extra characters and Evil Ryu and stuff. Nice DP. I know I can do my 360s, I was just missing them. But yeah, he kind of does this weird little lunge forward with his. That's why his Geese is better, because there's that, you don't have that startup animation like his is. Also, Birdie doesn't have the startup animation like that. I'm telling you, it's hard to land that 720 in this. You gotta be really good with the inputs. Oop. Didn't mean to hit the mic there. Sorry about that. Hey, what's going on, Retro Fighter? Yeah, we were just talking about how the other versions of it have the other characters. Like, it's a shame they're not doing Alpha 3 Max, but at the same time I understand, because with the collections they've all been like the arcade ROM versions of the games, and Alpha 3 Max does not have an arcade ROM, it's its only PSP version of it. And it's also based off the Game Boy Advance version, which the Game Boy Advance version is kind of like a watered down version of Alpha 3. It's actually missing like frames and background stuff, so... I know a lot of people don't realize that, but it's based off the Alpha 3 like Game Boy Advance like code or some crap like that. But yeah, Alpha 3 Upper is the only arcade like ROM version they got to up to. They never did a ROM version of that for Alpha 3 Max. By the way, to pick up the knife, you gotta be like right above it and crouch, and I believe it's either 2 punches or 3 punches. And it does like chip damage on all your punch hits. And it's just kind of good for poking at the enemy. And when you quarter circle forward the move, it tosses the dagger straight forward. Instead of how the rocks kind of have an arc to it. Even though the rocks are really good, it's one of the actual better projectiles in this game. Because you can hold the rocks and then let it go and kind of bait people out with it. If I'm not mistaken, you can cancel it too. I have to lab that. Oh, I fudged that up. You can't throw on hit stun. Nice. I missed my lariat there. I probably would have had that round if I would have landed that. I don't have green hand. Can't really. All I got is the headbutt back. Good deal. Yeah, that was a heavy one. You were dead for sure. His SPDs do damage in this. Woof. Mashing the lariat. If I'm not mistaken, after the tattoos he was doing, he could have gone into heavy dragon punch. And it would have comboed. Yeah, I like just playing a lot of different characters and different game styles and stuff. And of course, Grappler being one of my favorites, I just like, you know, being able to power bomb people and SPD people. Pot bust them, you know, you name it. By almost every fighting game, I have like a pocket grappler. I think E Honda has his Orochi throw in this too. I think so. Yeah, I was gonna say regular foes in this game aren't that effective. You don't see a whole lot of people using them. The only really ones that are effective are the air throws, if your character has it. So like the grapplers really like shine in that regard, because their throws are actually... Oh, I wasn't quite close enough. Yeah, Birdie's definitely a odd character. He reminds me of Alex because he's got charge, input. He's got a, like I said, a. Oh my god, I can't remember it right now. Well, you hold the button and then you release it, like a Balrog charge punch. He's got that. I think it's called the turnaround punch. It's pretty much like the same concept, but instead it's a headbutt.
It all depends on your skill. Go pro.
So yeah, he's 2 punches. So you gotta do 2 punches. So it can be light, medium. Light, medium. Doesn't go far. Light, heavy probably goes middle distance. And light, medium, heavy goes the furthest, which is usually the one I always hold down. Which then you're like holding the freaking controller in a really, weird, funky way. And you only really have access to like your your light punch, your light kick and your medium kick. And it's kind of weird to hit heavy kick with your pinky unless you move the buttons around. Oh man, that would have done so much damage if that would have hit. It does a lot of chip too, so... So let me see if I can really show off what this turnaround headbutt does. Oh. Nice. So he's like a double charge character almost, because you're charging back and you're charging the two punches at the same time. And then he also has 360 inputs. And his... Oh, I can't believe that missed. And then his super inputs are quarter circle forward though. Double quarter circle forward. And then his other super input is the hold back and forward back forward super input. Which definitely don't ever do his heavy punch one. Because the very last hit leaves them in a stunned state that the opponent can actually mash and wiggle their way out of. So unless it's gonna kill, don't ever do the heavy punch version of it. And his Xism is that version of it, so his Xism is not very viable. Or him being playing him as Xism is not viable. I definitely think his best version is Aism, having access to the two grab supers and the headbutt super. I usually always just go for the light version of it, the three hitting one, because it's a decent anti-air and does pretty good damage. Yeah, like, because usually when you do it as an anti-air and it lands, you get all 3 hits, usually. Not a whole lot of supers do that as anti-airs in this. Yeah, but you gotta space them right. Like I said, his punch super, the quarter circle forward punch, he hops forward a little bit. And then the kick one, he hops forward even further, so... Like that one time I just barely missed. I landed a little too far in front. Too far in front of him. He is definitely a difficult character to play, I would say, because you gotta be charging the punches and you gotta be charging your holding back too, so you can do headbutts and whatnot. Like, the trick with him is to alternate between the, light headbutt when you're up close, like jab, headbutt, and, release the buttons and do the turnaround punch. I keep calling it turnaround punch. I don't know what the move name is called, but that's pretty much what it is. The only downside is how big his hurt box is, so... Even when you think you spaced the fireball right and everything, you'll still get hit by it. Again, Big Slow, when you're doing the activation for the V-ism, you want to do the quarter circle forward kick moves, his special moves, especially the medium and the heavy one, because you can juggle them in the air with that and keep juggling them when you're in V-ism. You can literally just go, kick special, I forget what it is, like the lunge kick, and it'll keep hitting them, and it'll juggle them. Now I just gotta remember how to activate it. Isn't it both medium punch and medium kick? It's been a while since I played V-ism. I'll figure it out. Oh, I missed it. I was just mashing there, but you kind of get the idea. If I was more clean with the inputs, you could just keep doing that or the heavy version, I believe. And just keep looping it. And yeah, when you're going for the activation in the air, you want to do it like as right before you're landing, because you get some invincibility frames. Nice, air throw. I thought that was gonna kill. Okay, I was doing heavy punch and heavy kick. I pushed those together, but then again, I sometimes be not pushing them quite right at the same time. Okay, yeah, there it is. Oh, I missed it. Ooh, that was a close one. Good game, Dave. Again, I'm not all too familiar with the Cody Xism stuff, but that's the gist of it. Really strong strategy is to jump in, activate Vism with the invincibility frames, and then go into pretty much an infinite juggle combo. And like I said, with Cody, it's pretty simple, but it's not exactly the easiest to actually land with how the inputs are with this game. Yeah, right. Duck King is so cool. They definitely need to bring him in Garo City of the Wolves. I was gonna say one thing that's kind of cool with Charlie, but isn't the most useful, is he's the only character in A-ism with a forward dash. No other characters in this game have like a dash, I don't believe, like that, but he does. It would be kind of useful if he wasn't a charge character. Because I don't have like any supers I can just go into, or any moves I can go into at all. I can just go into a normal and that's it. There you go. Damn, you're really consistent with that. Trying to land my super with him. I'm trying to do the cheat. Now I won't say the cheat input for it, but the way I've been shown how you do it is like you hold down back and then you go quarter circle forward, and then you go quarter circle all the way back, up and forward, like almost like a 360, but you stop at up forward. There it is.
KO. Too easy. You win. It's showtime. Face it straight.
Hey, good game, Big Slow. For sure. And good game, Silent Screams. Oh, my bad. I didn't know it was waiting on me. Yeah, he's not at all being toxic. I'm about to say, we've been playing these lobbies now for months. It's kind of crazy to say that we've been doing this since, like, for me, back in July, August. Oh, I'm missing my super inputs. Oh. I was gonna say I was too far, but he still ran into it. I don't think I've ever really touched Cammy that much in this game. If it has, it's definitely been years. What's she got? Bill again? Okay. Spiral arrow. Cannon spike. And he dive kicks. Okay, yeah, she does have that stuff in this. God, I can't freaking hit it. I mean, you can maybe upload some like arcade runs, like good ones that you have.
Select your fighting style. It all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
I mean, because like realistically, it's not always, you're not always going to beat the computer on one credit. Especially once you get to the bosses in some of these games. Nice. I didn't link that combo there. See, if you're talking about Super Turbo on the hardest difficulty, especially, well, the Hyper Fighting Anniversary one is not as busted as the English original Super Turbo that they put in arcades. Like, that's almost impossible to beat. I've tried to. I have it on the arcade one up out there. I still yet to beat it. And I'm like really good with Chun-Li and beating the CPU with her. And I can get like 2 or 3 rounds in, but after that, I cannot get any further. Like, anytime I run into T-Hawk on it, psh, call it a day. There's no way of beating it. And it's like almost every single time, too, T-Hawk is on the ladder. I think you have to beat everybody on the arcade ladder. Isn't it in Super Turbo? Or like at least half the cast or something like that? Yeah, all I know is once you get to like Zangief and all that, any grapplers, it's pretty much over. Yeah, some games it doesn't really affect it too bad. Like Third Strike is not that bad on the hardest difficulty. Gil is obviously, you know, a boss character. He can be sometimes a pain in the butt. I can beat him sometimes on the first try, and other times it takes me a couple of tries, but usually it only takes me like a couple of tries to beat him. Alpha and Bison, same thing. You only get one shot to try to beat him anyways. But Alpha 3 and Bison, Sometimes you'll get clipped by the Psycho Crusher super that does like freaking 75% damage. And other times you're able to block it, but it's so darn quick when it comes out. It's like 1 frame, 2 frames or something like that. I know Alpha 2 is pretty ridiculous too on the hardest difficulty. In Alpha 1, I definitely beat it with Charlie and Chun-Li at least. And Birdie. And Saddam. Saddam, however you want to say his name. And of course Ultra Street Fighter 4. That's pretty difficult on the hardest difficulty. It's definitely doable, but the computer will definitely take rounds off you. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Retro Fighter. Hyper Street Fighter 2, the CPU definitely cheats. It does stuff that's physically impossible, and moves do extra damage, and some of your moves do random damage on it. It's definitely got a really busted arcade ladder, that's for sure. But shoot, I'll tell you another one that's really busted, even on the easiest difficulty, that I have not been able to get past like a round or two, is Vampire or Darkstalkers, the first one. I have not been able to get to Pyron in that one. I can only beat maybe the first or 2 rounds, and then it's like I cannot get any further. X-Men Children of the Atom, I can freaking breeze through it with like Colossus and Sentinel. Like a lot of people say that one's ridiculously hard, but I don't think so, even on the hardest difficulty. Oh, I wasted the bar on that. I mean, I wasted all the bars on that. Green Hand. Yeah, Magneto is pretty tough. But the rest of the cast is not too bad, especially when you play like the grappler characters. Yeah, but the rest of the games in that collection are pretty easy. I breeze right through them. Like, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and of course Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Of course, some other games that have really busted CPUs on the hardest difficulties, like Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, the early King of Fighter games like, 94, 95. A lot of the early Fatal Fury games, the first, 1, 2, and I think by 3 they started to really smooth it up, and it wasn't as bad. I don't know about Art of Fighting too much. That's a series I haven't put a whole lot of time into. I'm sure it probably had busted AI in it too. Of course, don't get us started about the bosses and those. They're almost impossible to freaking beat. I think I've only beaten Omega Rugal and KOF 98 a couple of times. Then again, that one has a kind of a pretty difficult arcade ladder once you get about 2 or 3 rounds in. Good jumping. Sagat definitely suffers from having the long recovery from the fireballs and the big body and being slow. Big old slow character. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's not very fun to play then for Mortal Kombat 2 if that's like how you cheese a CPU to beat it. I don't know, the best arcade modes are definitely the ones that offer a bit of challenge, but also kind of feel like it's an opponent playing against you. Like, say for instance, Third Strike is a pretty good example of that, where it's like it's not too difficult, but it definitely feels like you're kind of playing against a human opponent. Because the computer would definitely like parry you sometimes, even do like a parry into super crap. Okay, that's what's up. We'll see if anybody else is still like interested or down for it. I won't send any invites out, I'll just leave it open and see what happens. Who knows, we can get like a random person looking for a lobby hopping. There's some pretty good players I've ran into and ranked on here. That is one nice thing about this collection, and every freaking fighting game, old fighting game should have, is the option to be able to queue in practice mode and arcade mode while waiting for matches. But yeah, I was gonna say I ran into some pretty good players like this guy Slimmy Hendrix. He's really good, and another guy who's like crazy, or Loco Rocero or something like that. He's a really good player. I forgot all about him having that super. Good game, Big Slow. Yeah, Retrofighter, the input system is kind of strict in Third Strike. It's not quite as bad as it is in this one, actually. This one's definitely stricter. Like, I've been missing a lot of inputs that I feel like in Third Strike I would have landed, like especially the DP inputs and stuff. Dude, Third Strike is definitely an interesting game with the parry mechanic. It makes pretty much everything you do unsafe, but at the same time, like, it's this whole mind game, like, you know? Especially at a high level, the game becomes like a constant mind game. But it's not really a guessing game. If that makes any sense. Because there's still like execution that matters. Because just because you know something is coming doesn't mean you'll actually land the parry. It's not like you can just hold the button down and it'll parry everything. Or like you tap the button and you have like 5 frames or more of parry animation, and all you gotta do is just kind of keep tapping the button at a certain rhythm and you'll parry everything that's coming your way, no matter. I'm pretty much talking about Street Fighter V's parry and Street Fighter 6's parry mechanics. That was funny. Which, by the way, Third Strike next Saturday. I'm very psyched for that one. I've definitely put more time in the Third Strike than any other Street Fighter, so... Oh, my bad. I didn't notice. Oh no! I didn't mean to hit that. Here, I'll make sure to invite y'all again. My bad. It was Big Slow, Silent, and Dave. There we go. My bad, guys. I accidentally hit O. Definitely know better to not go for the SPD during block stun. I did it anyways. I noticed that, and my buttons are very sensitive, so if I brush over them, it freaking triggers them. Got him. Shoot, that does like 70-80% on Akuma, like almost 100%. Yeah, that's a good analogy. He stubs his toe and he loses half his health. It's like, that's always the thing that sets him back in every game, is the health. If he only had, like, normal health, he'd be one of the best characters, for sure. I think the one game besides the first Super Turbo where his health really doesn't matter is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And that's because like at a high level, any touch leads to death. Good game. Being with the low tier Adon. What's this now? Oh, I'm not spectating. Well, I guess we won't be able to watch that match. I mean, at least you get to see the health bars go up and down. Well, I mean, down, pretty much. It's like with the lobby systems they have now, it makes you really wonder what the heck they were thinking when they were coming up with this stuff. Like, I'm sure it wasn't that huge of like a limitation or whatever thing to have 8 or 10 people lobby system. I mean, offline, this collection is fantastic, but online, it definitely, like, misses some spots. For sure. Like I said, it lands being able to play the arcade mode and queue up for ranked and everything, but it definitely flubs on the lobby system. And not being able to play every single version of every single game on here online. And even though it doesn't have rollback, as long as your connection's good, if you haven't noticed, like tonight, almost everybody's connection has been really solid, so it's got a pretty good netcode for being delay based. Nice. Oh, we got you. Yep. Good stuff. Yeah, Raging Demon isn't that good in this game, so whenever you can land it, it's an impressive thing. Because usually if you're on the ground and you see it coming, you can pretty much jump it every time. Well, in this one, he just kind of travels a little too slow. It's a little... The startup frames and everything and how quick he travels to the character. You can usually just jump it. Got him. Yup. Ooh, that was the right read on the fireball. Good stuff, Dave. It's like final boss vibes. Yup. Ooh, nice damage. Good Shoryuken. Good stuff. Yeah, X Factor Ryu does damage for sure. Good super. Hey Corey, if you're talking about on PC or Steam, unfortunately I don't have that. We plan on the PlayStation Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. I'd definitely play Alpha 3 Upper once it comes out on Capcom Fighting Collection 2. That'd be great, because then you can have the 9-person lobby system that the Capcom Fighting Collections have, which is much better than this lobby system. Oh, we jumped right in that one. Nice. That's a very fast low. It's almost unreactable. Especially the medium version and Rolento's X Factor version. Not X Factor, sorry, Xism version. Yeah, again, I'd love to play it, but I just don't have access to it. Yo. I don't believe the PSP version had SNK characters. It just had like 4 or 6 more characters. A couple of the Alpha dolls, if I'm not mistaken. That one girl, Ingrid, I think, is her name. Is Eagle the one they added in that version? They're not Eagle, Maki they added in that version. I'm trying to remember all the different characters added to it. And of course it has like the most like single player modes out of all the alpha versions. As this guy like chock full of different modes. I mean, I have a Chromebook and I have a pretty good, decent Samsung Galaxy that I'm going to start using for like recording and streaming. Yeah, I should have went for a dive. Whatever you want to call that move. That's this one. Okay, yeah, well there you go. Eagle, Maki, Jan, and Ingrid. That's it? Just 4? I felt like it was more than that, but then again, Alpha 3 Upper added like 6 or 8 different characters to it, so... Oh, I messed that up. And I missed that too. I think she's got a regular 360. I know there's that. So I have to put some more time into Armika. She's definitely interesting, but not the best grappler. A lot of her moves have too much recovery frames. So I'm gonna step away real quick, grab something to drink. I'll be back.
Select your fighting style. Let's party. Go for broke. Face it straight!
Alright, I'm back. Ooh, nice raging demon. You've been playing him consistently tonight. Nice. Get him. Oh, almost. Should've got with the heavy DP. Nice little two-piece there. Yeah, you get the idea. Whiff for meter. Get that meter. Good stuff. Yeah, whiffing for meter is definitely a thing in this game, so... Nice safe jump. Oh, I missed my flash kick. Nice. I forgot I got mashed really to get out of stun in this one. I was flicking the stick back and forth. Ooh, that was close. I was definitely turtling up. Good game, Big Slow. Flush kick. Nice. Nice. I keep missing my input from my super. The flash kick one. It's such a hard input. I've never really been so consistent with that one. Hey, that's pretty cool. My brother and his wife have a bunch of guinea pigs. They had chinchillas as well. Yeah, that's why I like Chun-Li Xism, because she plays a lot like Super Turbo, just minus the fireball. And she doesn't also have the well, she does have the up kicks, but only on wake up. She can only do it on wake up, and it's a pretty tight like window to hit it, so it's not always guaranteed reversal. And she also, like I said, she loses her fireball too. It becomes like this little punch thing. It's a good like combo ender and kind of works as an anti-air. I like Xism on certain characters to have the increased damage. Like Charlie's Xism, he loses so much, he's just not very good. He doesn't get like increased damage really on his fireballs. They're still very weak. Like even this game, their fireballs are really weak. They're really just for like screen controlling. Yeah, T-Hawk Xism, if I'm not mistaken, is really good in Alpha Upper. I mean, it's been a while since I played that in Alpha 3 Max, but I remember T-Hawk is really good in that. Nice. I definitely got hit by all them Tatsus. I need to... Oh, I missed a super on my jumping. Missed it twice now. I'm telling you, Psycho Crusher, his medium and heavy one, and then the light one for the chip. Oh, I'm just gonna hit by everything. Where's my super? There it is. Nice. Good stuff. I don't know. In Xism, like I said, I haven't put a whole lot of time into T-Hawk when I did play him. I've seen others play Alpha Upper, and I see other people play T-Hawk. So, I know with Geef, isn't this 360 whiff? Like you can see the animation. I think it would be the same thing for T-Hawk. I don't know, I can't remember. I gotta go back and probably play Xism Geef to see if it actually whiffs or not. I mean, having a DP though on deck and being a grappler is very, very scary. And his dive, his contour dive is in the game too, so... I'm trying to remember what all his supers are though. Because he has the A-ism, so he's got 2 or 3 supers. I mean, obviously he's got Mexican Typhoon, but what are the other 2? He has Condor Spire too, I believe in it. So he's pretty, you know, pretty good. Nice. Good sweep. Closed out that round. Yeah, like when you're playing birdie, you really need to capitalize on that turnaround punch. Doing the negative edge with the 2 punches. It's like that good of a move to be using.
It all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Ooh, with a pixel of health. Good fireball to close out the round.
It all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Oh, I missed the lariat. Darn these sandlaw buttons.
Go
Gotcha. Oh, I only got you to level 1. Oh well. I'll take it. Come on. I keep missing my lariat. Nice. Nice zoning. You're definitely getting the idea. Hey, what's going on, Lucas? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, Dave's attempting a really tough character to play. Huh? Hey, no problem. Good game. Good showing, buddy. You definitely found a good game plan with Ryu. Just play him like Dimitri. DP, DP. Hurricane kick. Air hurricane kick. DP. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a dash, but like, it'd be so cool. I think the Evil Ryu version has the teleport, so you can at least like teleport around like that. And I think he has a Raging Demon input, so yeah, he'd play a lot like Dimitri. Yeah, Evil Ryu is a beast. He's very cool. He's like almost like the Ultra Street Fighter 4 version, you know? Very good character. And the most I would play like Dimitri, and of course T-Hawk is an alpha upper, so I mean I really hope Capcom's listening to us little people out there that play these collections and everything, that either update this one or release another collection, another freaking Street Fighter anniversary collection. I'd buy it. Even though I own this one, on all 3 consoles, I'd buy it again. If it had better online functionality. And all the games were playable. And it had like Alpha 3 Upper and Alpha 3 Max and Alpha 2 Gold. And even like throw in the EX games, like just go nuts. Like really make a good complete package. Yeah. Yeah, I got him. Next is Vampire Hunter Darkstalker's Revenge. Yep. That's Monday night. That's gonna be fun. Like at times I like that one better than VSAV, because I like the 2-round system, and in fact that it plays more like Alpha. And also, like, the characters have more stuff. Like, every character has more special moves and stuff, and compared to Vampire Saver, they kind of took stuff out and changed stuff around on the characters. Like, things that used to be a super or install, like, they changed to be a Dark Force. Like, heck, yeah, I would really just like them to update them. Why can't they? I've seen Code Mystics do it for Garo and, like, the King of Fighter games and stuff. They were able to add in rollback and lobby system and stuff. I know Garo doesn't have a lobby system because I've already tried to test that out, but the King of Fighter games does, 98 and 2002, and I believe 13. Well, actually, I don't know about 13. I haven't downloaded that yet, but I think it's on sale, so I need to pick it up again. I have it on the Xbox, like the old copy of it, the 360. Which we'll be playing that one later on the channel. That'll probably be in January coming up. So if you're interested in playing that one and don't actually own it, I believe it's on sale right now. At least it's on sale on Nintendo Switch. So usually if it's on sale on Switch, it's on sale on PlayStation. And we'll definitely be playing King of Fighters 2002. Eventually Breakers and Breakers Revenge. If you're interested, I also like to play Last Blade. That's a good one. I don't know if that one has a lobby system. I'll have to check that one out. I do have that on the console, so I'll check that one out. But that one might be like Garo, where there is no lobby system, so you can only play against one other person at a time. But yeah, definitely a lot more SNK games coming up as we lead up to City of Wolves release. And the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. and SNK versus Capcom. Well, sorry, Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2. Which SNK versus Capcom will definitely be a game I'll play on the channel here. Edwin the Awesome. He's probably pretty awesome. Nice super. I did some damage, jeez. Ooh, that was close. Close round. Oop, out of there. I had to do it to him. I had to bust my Chun-Li out. Nice DP there. Good reads. I think there's a collection, a Fatal Fury collection, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's a Samurai Showdown collection that looks really good. I wonder if they're online play too. I didn't know if they were or not. 'Cause that might be one to definitely pick up. 'Cause I love Samurai Showdown 2. That's one of my favorite old SNK games. And she held her hand up. She was like, "No, stop, please. No more." Her stun animation's funny. Nice. I'm missing my super. It's one of my favorite SNK. Yeah, for sure. I love Garo, you know, King of Fighters 98, 2002, 13. 14's alright. I haven't really put a whole lot of time into 15. I like Real Bout Special and Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, the one with like the really crazy looking like artwork and facial animations and stuff. That one's great. The Double Dragon game that's on there is pretty cool. Even the new one they just released, alright. I've put a little bit of time into it. But the combo system for that one's a little bit more strict, and it's got like a lot of command normals. Like every character's got like a command normal. And I don't know, like command normals are not my favorite thing in fighting games. Because a lot of times I'll be trying to do something and I'll get the command normal when I was not wanting that. Like Chun-Li's thing here where she does this little flip kick. That's a command normal. Like, yeah, I mean, that one's not bad because it's located on crouch forward heavy kick, which is not something I'm going to be generally pressing in a combo or anything like that. But that game has it like on a command normal on your forward jab or your forward crouching or something like that. Ooh, double KO. Oh, I missed my super. I was gonna punish that butt slam. Ooh, nice. I thought I was blocking. I must have accidentally hit up back. Nice. I'm missing my little three-piece combos. The jump in, jab, and then nice. Good call. You knew I was going to do the jump in. Man, Adon. Poor Adon. Or Adon. So much of this stuff whiffs, and it's got weird hitboxes. He's definitely making them work, though. Man, I know I've said it before, but I cannot wait until the next Capcom Fighting Collection comes out. SNK versus, or Capcom, I keep saying SNK, Capcom versus SNK is going to be so good. Be able to run lobbies and everything of that. Shit, that's going to be some long times I have to wait though in between matches. Now that I think about it. Having that 3v3 tag system, King of Fighters style, all it takes like forever for a match to play out. Yeah, you know I'll stream it for sure. That and City of the Wolves. I see all these people playing Marvel Rivals right now, and I'm like, yeah, I think that'll drop off here pretty quick. It's just another hero shooter, just like Overwatch. That's very, very similar to Overwatch. Like, the smart thing they did, though, right now is at launch, they, like, you know, didn't heavily monetize it and make all the, like, characters be paywalled off. But I'm sure they'll slowly trickle in the heavy monetization in some other way. I don't know, it's just not my style of game. I mean, it looks alright, it looks like it could be fun, but I got a whole backlog of games to eventually get through that I'm going to start eventually here be playing on the channel. Like Bloodborne's one of them. I've only just started that one, but I kind of stopped after the first area or two. I don't know, if I'm going to play a Marvel game, I'm going to play a freaking Marvel fighting game. And that's probably going to be Marvel vs. Capcom. I mean, the thing is their game is like legit, what, like 10, 15-year-old game design, like the whole game design straight Overwatch. And not just that, but like the graphics and everything, that's like, they didn't really go too hardcore or anything like that. I mean, I like the art direction in it, and some of the character designs and everything. Their costumes are kind of cool, like the base costumes. I'm kind of like, I dig in Wolverine's design, and I don't like Iron Fist. I'm actually a huge Iron Fist fan. I don't like his base design, but of course there'll be costumes and everything. You can get like his original costume and his, you know, all his different variants. I think Punisher looks pretty cool in it. Venom looks pretty cool. But I think once people realize, again, like, it's just, you know, something that they played already 10, 15 years ago, and it doesn't really invent anything new, they'll move on from it pretty quick. shoot, my channel probably wouldn't thrive if I stuck to fighting games the best, but it's some of my favorite genres, so that's why I'm gonna keep playing. It's what I have fun playing, and it's what I enjoy, so. Unfortunately, the fighting game genre is still the most niche genre out there. I mean, when it comes to fighting games, one of the most niche genres when it comes to video games. Look at that. Getting a little tongue-tied there. Yep. Chip out. Just like in Super Turbo, I'll throw that out just to chip you. I'll throw it out just to get out of the corner, you know? Shoot, what I'm trying to do right now is maybe tomorrow I'll record a little bit of either Hollow Knight or Bloodborne. I mean, if I do Bloodborne, I'll probably stream, but if I do Hollow Knight or something, I could maybe stream that too. I think that's on PlayStation Plus because I have that subscription. I think it's on there. I mean, I own it on Switch and I own it on Xbox. And I do have a capture device too, so I just haven't used it yet, so I haven't, you know, worked out how to use it, the kinks of it. What I was thinking about doing is recording the Switch in like the handheld mode or the dock mode. You know, set it up and frame it with some of my figurines, or I got some stuffies, like I got a Hollow Knight stuffy. I got like Yoshi and Mario and Tanuki Suit Mario and all them. Got a whole rackload of Pokemon. Part of my girl's collection of her stuff we've gotten over the years. Yeah, I was thinking that'd be fun. I mean, I see some people do that and they do pretty well on their channels. I mean, I play the Switch and the handheld the majority of the time, so that kind of represent how I play the Switch. I have played and beaten so many games on it. I have to say, like, it's probably one of the best consoles ever released, if only it had better hardware specs. Other than that, the game selections and everything that's came out on it has been pretty good. And even for like fighting games, it's pretty good. Like, I know there's some pretty bad ports of like Mortal Kombat 1 and some of the newer games, but there's some really good ports too, like Dragon Ball Fighters is really good on it. DNF Duel is really good on it. There's Guilty Gear Accent Core, which isn't even on PlayStation, which is crazy. They really need to get on that and put it on PlayStation for crying out loud, because I would play that. That's one of my favorites. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good console, and it's hold up too. Like, we have two Switches. I have a light and the regular Switch, and we've had them now since probably a year after they launched, and nothing's messed up at all. I put in hours, thousands of hours into both of them, and the Joy-Cons and the sticks and everything work fine. The buttons all work fine on it still. The console works perfectly fine. It doesn't, have any issues really with the games crashing or shutting off. Every now and then it does happen, but it happens on PlayStation and Xbox. Pretty much happens to every console these days. I think I might also upload some Smash Ultimate, so I've been wanting a way to do that, and that's definitely a way to do that, is start recording Switch and handheld mode. I usually have my Funko Pops displayed, but today I don't have them on because the outlet where I plug the lights in, the USB spots, were like overheating, and my lights were shorting out. And I don't really have another spot to plug them in at, so I have to figure out what's going on with that. But it was like really hot, and they were like, anytime I would just move the cords a little bit, they would like start shorting out. But yeah, I definitely unplugged that. Oh, I picked Aism. Oh well. Now I got access to up kicks and air blocking. And a fireball. But her fireball's not that good in this because she has heck of a long recovery. Cheese. The cheesy chip. Alright guys, about one more match here and I'm gonna have to call it a night. Of course, I want to thank Big Slow, Dave, and Silent Scream for participating in the lobby. I wish this collection had a bigger lobby system. It's a real shame. I do apologize for anybody that was trying to join in or that was interested and weren't able to. When Alpha 3 Upper releases with the Fighting Collection 2 and that lobby system, that 9-person lobby system is in it, definitely join in. I'm thinking they'll probably release it in January, February. If I was Capcom, that's when I would release it. I would literally release it like right around the time of City of the Wolves, or like right after it, like a month after it comes out. It'd be like perfect timing, or even like a month before. Like pretty much any time that game comes out would be a really good time to release the collection. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Good game, Dave. Alright guys, well that is it for tonight. Just a reminder, Monday, gonna be playing some Vampire Hunter Darkstalker's Revenge. That is Darkstalkers number 2. So that is gonna be a lot of fun. And then also coming up Thursday will be Marvel Superheroes. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. And then Saturday will be Street Fighter 3rd Strike. Well, that will be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to that one. I'm hoping y'all are ready for my Denjin Ryu. Because I have been practicing. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and let them finish this round out. This match, I should say, out. And we'll end the stream.
Group.